Hi, 108. It's Miss Bushley. I'm so excited to see you on our quarter three conference day. Usually we would have report card pickup, but today instead we are virtually going to be doing some information sharing about the next quarter. And then you'll have an opportunity tomorrow to have a optional 10-minute virtual conference with me. In addition, you'll notice on Google Classroom underneath the video and the slides, there's a parent sign up. Mr. Toledo wants everyone to sign up for uh, records for this meeting. So I'm just going to go through this slideshow. Don't worry, it'll also be online for you to view, just kind of giving some groundwork for the rest of the school year. So go over here. Awesome. All right. So again, welcome to quarter three report card pickup for grade one. I'm so grateful you're here and I'm thankful for all the things that you've been doing throughout this whole e-learning process. First, for communication, for our Google Meets, which we've had now 4 or 5, please remember that you'll use the code Thorpe Bushley 108 to get into the Google Meets. And we have Google Meets on Wednesdays in small groups. So there's 5 groups. They start at 10, they're half-hour sessions, and they end at 12:30. For parent-teacher communication, my virtual office hours are each day from 9 to 1, Monday through Friday. So if you have any questions about Google assignments, please contact me via Class Dojo or email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. One important thing with our virtual learning is to engage students in learning. So on our Google Classroom, there are Google Classroom assignments. So there's assignments and attendance links that are posted daily at 7 a.m. Daily attendance is required by 10 a.m. For Mr. Toledo. The importance of students checking in by 10 a.m. ensures that schools and the district can check that students are in virtual class each day and for accountability. For our Google Classroom Meet, our code again is Thorpe Bushley 108. The next slide shows some expectations for Google Meet. Luckily, we meet in smaller groups, so this has made these expectations a lot easier. So our Google Meet expectations. Make sure you log in at the exact time that your group begins. Try your very best because I typically wait 5 minutes or so after to make sure that everyone's there before we start an activity. To protect students' privacy, CPS requests that no recordings or photographs be taken during Google meetings. Um, First, you'll need to go to meet.google.com, click on join or start a meeting, and that's by that plus sign. When it's your turn to join the meeting, then you can enter our code again. So Thorpe Bushley 108, that's our space for our class all the time. Please make sure you mute your microphone once you've joined the meeting. I can mute it too, but I can't unmute it. So it's the little microphone icon. If it's not red, you need to click it. And when it's red, it's muted. We understand that you're so excited to see your teachers and classmates, but make sure that you're not chatting with others during the meeting. So using either the messaging section or verbally. Please keep in mind that you and I scheduled meetings one right after the other. So it's important to sign off when your group's time is done. Earlier in the quarantine, I put up a daily schedule. This is just a suggested schedule, and you might find more success having your child help you create a schedule. That's your call. If you can't access the Clever account, you may want to explore the free online resources that engage your child. I'm just going to go through this optional schedule. Obviously, this is going to vary house to house, also depend on how many children you have, if you're working. This is just an idea. So from 9 to 9:30, focusing on language arts. So going on Google Classroom and doing the language arts assignments, going on Learning A to Z, going on Epic Books, read a book for the first grade challenge and add it to our playlist, or do a suggested activity off that playlist, go on to Tumble Books. Also, you go on some of these additional reading websites, read one of your own books. You can also even make your own book and add it to our reading challenge. From 9:30 to 9:40, give yourself some time for a movement break. You can YouTube search for Go Noodle or Just Dance to get our bodies moving. From 9:45 to 10:15, you can have kind of a combo of language arts and math. So go on Google Classroom, look at the language arts assignments continued as well as the math ones. You continue doing the reading challenge or practice the spelling words for the week. After that, another break, so 10:15 to 10:25, a movement break, maybe via Go Noodle, Just Dance. Maybe you want to do a guided drawing or a free draw, or maybe message a friend. At 10:25 to 11 would be a suggested time for math. So you could go on Google Classroom and do the math assignments. You could go on to SD Math. I also put some other resources for practicing math, such as Math is Fun, another website, Prodigy Game with more math games. In addition, I found two websites that have math games that use dice or cards. So they give you the directions and what supplies you need. Then you're able to do the games. From 11 to 11:30 is the kids' typical special arts time. So it's usually when they're up in specials. So some ideas, first and foremost, would be to go to the Special Arts Google Classroom page and do those assignments. The class code for that is TKAX25V to join the classroom for first grade special arts. And on the Thorpe Special Arts teachers page, there's lots of different activities and assignments. But if you're looking for extra, right now Rosetta Stone is free for students to practice Spanish. The body coach you could use as an additional gym time. Each day, Joe has a different workout for you if you click on that link. And it's a PE workout that you could do with your child or they could do on their own. There's a daily Lego challenge that you could use for art, for social emotional activities related to health. You could go to GoZen or even go to Cosmic Kids and do yoga or the mindfulness activities. From 11:30 to 12 could be a lunchtime. Then from 12 to 12:30, you could do suggested art time. There's drawing with Mo Willems, one of our favorite authors every day. Jared Lerner, he is doing lots of different sessions on how to draw or write comics. Also, you could just have an art break. There's a variety of art websites and activities below that you could incorporate into your day. From 12:30 to 12:40, you can incorporate another movement break or some free choice time, maybe doing a Go Noodle or going outside and shooting some baskets or getting a snack, some type of choice. From 12:40 to 1 o'clock will be our science and social studies time. On Google Classroom, there are science and social studies assignments. In addition, you can go on Brain Pop Junior. That has tons of videos, tons of quizzes about science and social studies. Also, there's the Scholastic Learn at Home website, which is below. They have something different every day with a different activity that supports learning at home. Finally, you could end your day from 1 to 1:30 with free choice. That could be a variety of things. It could be going on the iPads, it could be building with manipulatives, it could be playing games, it could be doing art, it could be riding your bike outside, giving some choice. As for providing feedback and grades for quarter 4, the frequency of our assignments will be typically daily and they'll be posted daily on Google Classroom. The due dates for these assignments beginning at the beginning of this week, and I realize this is all work in progress, so we're working together on it. Please make sure your assignments are turned in by the end of the week on Fridays. This will allow us to input grades for fourth quarter. So on Google Classroom, it actually shows the due date. I can schedule it. For turnaround time for grades, if assignments are turned in on time and daily, feedback and grades will be given the following week. Late assignments will take longer to grade. A lot of you have been asking about skills to prepare for second grade. I know it was pretty abrupt stopping first grade, but I talked to the first grade teachers and to the second grade teachers, and we came up with some key skills to practice before second grade. So, reading wise, the goal by the end of first grade is to be reading at a level I or higher. Beginning of second grade school is to be reading at a level JK or higher. Some things you could do to practice this would be to go on to Learning A to Z or Epic books. Also, practice reading nonfiction texts and identify nonfiction text features and also restate the main idea with details. Also, knowing the difference between fiction and nonfiction books. Keep practicing the comprehension skills you've already learned. For example, retelling, predicting, using character traits, visualizing, inferring. For writing, using 6-star writing and using a writing checklist. So you'll see below the 6-star writing, but in addition, because we're at least 6 years old and we're in first grade, we add, if you're done, you've just begun, add to the pictures, add to the words. Also, making sure you're adding details to your sentences and drawings. Another thing you can do is to practice other genres of writing, so narrative writing, informational writing, and opinion or persuasive writing. Another way to practice would be having a journal with free write entries. Math wise, practice skip counting by twos, threes, fives, and tens. Start at any number to practice irregular skip counting. For example, start at 3 and count by twos. So 3, 5, 7. Also, working on adding and subtracting using number sentences, representing number sentences using number bonds, adding and subtracting with regrouping, using place value to identify numbers and compare sets of numbers. So those are some general skills that the second grade teachers are looking for and things that we can practice rounding out our year with. As I said before, the specials have a Google Classroom, so art, gym, health, library, music, and Spanish teachers have created one Google Classroom for kindergarten through second grade for their assignments. Please again use the class code to sign up for their Google Classroom, which is TKAX25V. Mrs. Goldstein, our school counselor, has also created a Google Classroom. She says to please email her if you're interested in going and joining her Google Classroom. Her email is below. In addition, all the counselors and related service providers gave me their emails, their names, and what they do. Also, the websites that they add to each day. They just wanted to reinforce that you can reach out to any of them by email whenever you need to, or if you have a question. They'll be available today during report card pickup, but they're also here and available for you any day. So don't hesitate to ask. Logistics and technology. So our building is open from 9 to 1. Someone will be answering phone calls from 9 to 1 each day. So this will be Monday through Friday. Breakfast and lunch are available for pickup from 9 to 1 on weekdays. Parents, a good thing to do is have the Google Classroom app loaded on your phone. It'll make it a lot easier. Technology is available with a link on the Thorpe website. You can still pick up Chromebooks or iPads between 9 and 1. So even if you have one Chromebook, but you have 2 or 3 kiddos, you can still pick up another one so you're not sharing that same Chromebook. The link's on the Thorpe website. For parent-teacher conferences, if you have more questions, please contact me on my email to schedule a 10-minute virtual conference for Thursday, April 23rd between 10 and 3. Please send me 3 10-minute time slots. Please know that even though I've been working super hard with all the first grade team and we plan together, we're still figuring things out and learning and growing in Google Classroom. So there are some questions I might not immediately have the answer to, but I'm continuing to learn how to utilize Google Classroom to best fit the needs of our students. Thank you so much for being flexible and understanding if at the virtual conference there's a question I can't answer or if it looks a little bit different. And in the end, thank you so much. I hope you stay safe and healthy. I really appreciate all that you've done with your kids at home, and I miss everyone so much. And thanks for all the hard work.